palm trees, yeah. The trap with the palm trees, yeah. The bed of the jacks, the sending them down and keeping them off me, yeah. Come to my island, my money say piling, my niggas say wildin'. You need it, we got it, you know where to find it, yeah. Know where to find it, yeah. You won't survive on my island, you won't survive on my island.
God blessings, top scholars of the world. It's your boy. We back. I know it's been a minute. Things been going on, but I'm here. Young Bull, top scholar. Okay? Love this kid right here, man. And y'all about to figure out why, too. So, with that being said, Rozi, episode 3, Genuine Scholar Talk. Let's get it going, man. You know, I've been trying to get you here for a minute now. Having a few fumbles as far as me and the movement going, you know, but we never give up. Okay, now we here. So, with that said, man, I need you to tell the people where you from, where you born. How was your early life? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was regular Boston stuff. You live in the city, so you know how it is.
So you was born in Boston?
Yeah.
What part of Boston?
I'm not even sure, but I know I lived in Hyde Park for a grip. Moved around. Now I live in Roxbury.
Shout out to the Berry, though. You know, that's the first place I touched down. I came to this country, too. You know, your boy's not from here. 767 DA Dominica, stand up.
Boom!
Boom!
No, but it was like, I think it was regular. You know, I had little like bruises, ups and downs. Wasn't really taking school serious, none of that. I didn't really have my pops for a second, so it was just that.
How old were you? Like when he was absent?
I was young, like around like 10, 11. So it's like, you know, you growing into a man. He wasn't there for a second. But we good now. But he's the main person that like put me onto this. Cause I was like rap or whatever. Cause I was a big fan of music. I always loved music as a kid. Like I listen to music all day. I walk around the school with headphones everywhere I go. I got headphones on. Okay. So that's a big thing. But then I went to the stew with my older cousin DNA.
Whoa, hold on. See, the kid got a lot of history already. We gotta slow it down right now. Before we even get the DNA, I know where you're going there. Before you even get the DNA, man, the notorious. So we're gonna stay with the early parts still, right? Cause you only how old now?
15.
When you turn 16?
February.
All right.
A couple months.
Exactly. So we're gonna keep before the actual teenage years, right? We're gonna stick to that first. So boom. So you was with your mom from the early age. Yeah. Your dad was around, but then, you know, they didn't work out, is what I'm understanding. And he actually was away for a little bit of time. Can you explain a little bit about that, or?
That's when I was like young. He got locked up the first time. But then we was cool. Like I was hanging around him. Like I'm always with him. That's one of my calmness. So no matter what, the bond's never gonna change, regardless of whatever. And then he went away for a second time when I was like 10, 11.
Okay. And he came back when?
I think around like 11, 12.
Oh, like a quick
it was
two,
a quick
2 years. Like,
it wasn't even nothing crazy.
So this is my question, right? In the time that he was gone, where you didn't really get to, like, did you still get to go see him, or did your mom allow you to go there, or did he even want you to come up there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
As far as going up there, no, I never went up there.
Right.
I talked to him over the phone calls and stuff like that. But besides, like, seeing him in there, no, not really.
All right. I could respect that, because I could understand why he would not want you to see him in that state. Yeah, I could get it. So now, when he comes home, right? Like, y'all obviously still have your bond, but was you feeling any kind of way, like in those times that towards him, like in those times where he wasn't able to be there?
Like for a hot second, I felt a certain way about it, but then at the end of the day, it just is what it is. It's just life. So things are gonna happen. And then me and him, I'm not gonna mess up a relationship. You know, that's a good bond. For nothing, you know, just because I wanted things to be a certain way, but they were out of my control, so I couldn't really do nothing about it. Right.
So now you see how you are. Now you see how you answering this question like that. Like, this is the type of individual. You know that this kid is already at this age. He's only 15. And these are the type of answers that he has. Like, 15-year-olds don't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he already has an understanding. Like, you have an understanding of, like, things deeper than most kids your age are able to grasp. That shit mind boggles me. Mind boggling to me. But, so, boom. How was it with, like, your moms? Why, you know what I'm saying?
It was cool. It's like, it's your mom. You're going to have your hard times, your bad times, but it's just regular. Everything was smooth for the most part.
Okay. So she was able to hold it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though...
Not like I was homeless or nothing. Everything was good.
Right. All right. You got any other siblings?
Younger. All younger than me.
How many?
Blood, 4. No. Yeah, there's 4.
Oh, there's 4.
I got 3 younger brothers and 1 sister.
Okay. So you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Oh, so you the one that's gonna be you carrying the torch.
For real.
Okay. All right. So, for the most part, your childhood was what you would consider to be normal.
Yeah, I think for a city kid it's just normal.
What do you consider normal for a city kid?
For a city kid, like, it's not like the burbs where everything's cool, it's quiet. You know, you're gonna see crackheads all the time. You're gonna like there's little stuff like that. You're gonna hear gunshots once or twice. It's just regular stuff.
Okay. So, right. My question is, as far as how your intelligence right now, what kind of, like, who are the people and sources that have helped you attain this kind of, like, understanding?
The main person
comprehension
that helped me is my dad. Because I feel like he understands me the most. We know how to maneuver with each other. And then there's times where, like, you know, you have your discussions or you have heated conversations. But then he always, like, he'll talk to me. It's not like, you know, you forcing things down my throat or it's like you trying to degrade me or nothing like that. And then if I'm wrong and I still think I'm correct, he's just gonna let me see for myself, and I usually do see it.
Okay. So with that, now you see how I always keep, like, ever since I met you, I always talk about, like, yo, he's a special kid, like he's so smart, he's intelligent, right? So as far as your family goes, right? Like, whether it's your mom, dad, grandparents, uncles, aunts, right? What are stories that you hear about you as a child that, like, it's like the most memorable, most notable things that they always talk about, like a characteristic of yours, like that they just always point at, like, yo, he's so da-da-da.
You know me, so more on my dad's side, I'm, like, quiet. So as a kid, like, I was quiet all the time. When I was with my dad, I was quiet, hang out with all his friends. As long as I got something to eat, I'm good.
Yeah, yo, you said that's what's up, man. I love to hear that.
And the minute that he steps
away, you just want to hang with him.
Yeah,
just
the
want
minute
to
that
tell.
he step away, if he goes to the bathroom, like, I'll have a tantrum. Like, I would not want him to go anywhere.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So literally, like, so you see how you talk about your dad? I think that's what resonates with me so closely. You know what I mean? Because my father, when people never really used to ask me this question, I think about it. But when those conversations did arise, right? Be like, yo, who you ever look up to? Like, who's your role model? And you know how a lot of people, like kids, they'll say like a celebrity or some shit, an athlete, you know, doctor, something like that. You know what I mean?
Somebody in the high.
But usually people that they don't know. Like, you know, they may see them on TV or entertainment, media type thing, but it's like you're not really going to get an answer of somebody that's immediately related to them, right? I always used to say, when this question came up, my father. Because my dad, like, he was like one of the illest people to me like, growing up. I can remember times, like, so I wasn't born here neither, right? I was born in Dominica, and I came when I was 6. Now, before we came here, right, my mom applied for our visas to get us here so we could all be together, right? And this is before my little brother was born, because I'm 7 years older than him, right? He was born here. So everywhere. Like my dad's he back home. He's a known motorcycle rider. Like that's just him. He's a bike rider. Okay, he's on the bike. He's the eldest of 9, 8 boys, 1 girl. And he taught all his little brothers how to ride. So since I can remember, whenever we go ride, like he go riding, he got me on the back of that motorcycle. I'm 3 years old, bro. So people, when we riding through the city, we go through the countryside, we go to visit family or whatever, be like, chill, look at the little boy on the back of that bike, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's why when you're born with your pops, it reminds me of me and my dad, because that's who I feel like I'm the closest to in this world. You know what I'm saying? Besides my brother, but like, as far as like adults going off him, that's the closest person. But like, my dad is he is the reason why I say I'm the man I kind of turn into. Like my mom, as far as my personality goes and character, that's, half of me is definitely her. Half of me is definitely her, right? But as far as like the bond you have with your dad, that's what's so ill to me. I love that shit, like, because even the time that he spent, you see how you said he wasn't like there, you remember it, but that never changed your bond. Like, it never changed your outlook on your dad, because it's like his actions showed you how much he loved you more than his words. You know what I mean? And I always appreciate it, because that's how me and my dad are. You know what I mean? My dad. Now we talk about things. I'm a grown man. I got my daughter now. I got a child. I live on my own now, almost a decade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now he can really, we talk, and he like helps me with shit I be going through as a man, like, especially a black man in America nowadays. Like, this shit is, I'm glad, I always say I'm glad I didn't grow up like during segregation days and slavery days, because I'm one of them slaves that would have got killed early in my lifetime. That type of shit I wouldn't stand. And that's the mother part. That half of me is my mother, right? Yeah. Stand up. I'm not holding my tongue for nothing. You hear me? Nothing. So that's why I really respect your bond with your, like, how you talk highly of your dad, and you respect your relation, you appreciate your relationship. I love that shit. Now, so we got a little bit of your childhood out the way, you know. Seems like, wait, one more thing. Is there any like crazy like accidents that you got into, like, you know, riding your bike, something that like really fucked you up? You don't got no stories like that?
No.
No? Like, you was just like one of those cool ass kids that just be chilling all the time. You wasn't doing no crazy shit for real.
Yeah, that's how I am. I don't get into no trouble.
Hey yo, my man, he like one of them dudes that used to watch the news as a baby on there. Like, niggas watching WGBH. He watching the news and shit when he 4. Yeah, you're a funny kid, Dolo. Rosie is hilarious. Alright. I just had to see, man, because I wasn't really like a bust-up boy. But every time I did fuck myself up, it was bad. Like, now I can't see out of one eye. I had internal bleeding one time. I flipped over the handlebars of my bicycle type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not me. I ain't one of them kids. I ain't trying to go off the cliff. I'm easy.
You wasn't really wild?
Nah, if it ain't for me, it just ain't for me.
Alright. You know who I know got the wild side of your pops, though.
Oh, Poppy? Oh.
Your little... Yeah, alright. Yeah. It's funny how you just... Oh, Poppy? Yeah, alright. Alright. So... early childhood, pretty smooth for the most part. That's what's up. I like the fact that both parents were present and able to, you know, regardless of the bumps and ups and downs, like they were able to co-parent and have you in the mind state that you in now, because I think that was really important. Let's get back into the music. You was about to go into the music. Now you can tell me about DNA, D Notorious, Alcida, okay?
First time I went in the studio was with DNA and Q.
And Q, DNA is...
Q Breath, he got a...
Hold on, real quick. DNA and Q Breath are who to you?
No, the cousins.
Alright. Boom, continue.
And then from there, he had, I was already interested in doing music, because I always watched Funk Flex freestyles, all of that. So that's what really got me into music.
Hot 9.
Yeah, when he took me in there and I seen all the like the pianos and stuff, how you make beats and how to record, take different takes. That's why I first learned how to count bars.
Okay.
Showed me how to count
at the studio with Q Breath and DNA. Hey man, shout out to DNA. You know what I'm saying? You got the Boston freestyles once a month. That shit is lit. Please keep that coming, cause I tune into that. I'm every time you come up with that, I'm tuning in. Shout out to DNA. Shout out to Q Breath. Klitschko. You know the vibes. Go ahead.
And then from there, like they had me at a couple ciphers. Like I watched the other spitters. I watched them record, learn in and outs, dubs, ad-libs, just learn like the basics were.
Okay.
And before I even knew what the technology like Pro Tools and all of those were.
Fruity Loops and whatnot.
Yeah, all that stuff. Logic.
Yep. That's what's up. So, do you remember the first time you actually tried to rap?
I don't remember the first time I tried to rap, but I remember the first time I recorded.
Okay, and when was that?
The first time I recorded, this was a little after I met Q and my cousin DNA. So then I went to the studio with my cousin Kenji. Shout out.
Okay. Shout out Kenji. I remember I know Kenji.
So then I went to the studio with him, recorded my first 2 songs.
Okay.
And then from there it just kept me going. But then for a point I wanted to stop. Because it's like it's not.
Why?
It's like it's tired. Like you don't feel like you're getting good enough.
Okay.
Because I keep trying. I'm listening to other rappers. I'm listening to Nino Man, studying how they do their punchlines. Just studying different flows. So I'm not to say I'm trying to mimic them, but I'm trying to learn like what they do good, so I can apply it to myself or whatever I'm doing. So I can be able to switch it up whenever I want to.
So you was getting frustrated at first?
Yeah, it was more frustration.
So do you think you were getting frustrated because you had like you another thing I realized about you, right? It seems like you're very aware of your potential. So do you think you were getting frustrated at the time because you had too high of expectations for yourself early, like right there in the beginning?
Yeah, that's what I feel like, because I had certain expectations, or I'm seeing a whole bunch of other people do it that's actually been doing it for a grip and they're nice.
But you said people like Nino Man. Like Nino Man is
yeah,
he may not be mainstream like buzzing like, but as far as like underground and people who actually really pay attention to music, like shout out my brother Jizz, okay?
Bars.
Jizz put me on the Nino Man even before Jada Kiss signed him. Right? Like he put me on the Nino Man before Jada signed him. And I said, yo, bro, why the fuck is this? Pardon my language, but why in the hell is this dude not on yet? Like, he is crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
so, when you say names like that you gotta keep him putting in work.
Yeah. But
it's a very talented individual.
I like music like him, like Kiss and all of them, because it's actually stuff you can apply to yourself.
Message, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you sit there and you listen to their music, there's certain things that they could teach you or how to get through certain situations. Just giving general information.
So you take that as like advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you just said the people you listen to is like, I know your pops. That's my era.
Kiss fan, the biggest. Kiss
I'm about to say, I know this man, Jada is his idol in the rap game. So, who do you like? Who are the artists from your generation that you rock with? Because a kid your age, like, you 15 now, and you talking about them when you first started. This is like, what, a couple years ago, 3 years ago? You listen to Jada and you able to understand Nino Man at this age, that's like 11, 12 years old. You could like understand what they was talking about?
Yeah, but
why do you think you could understand what they was talking about though?
Mostly because when my dad taught me, or I asked him questions, I asked him to break it down for me.
I think you was observing a lot of what was he had going on. So what I want you to tell me, right? So you obviously are impacted major by people that your father listened to as far as music goes, right? Hence why you said Jada and Nino Man, right? But what about from your, let's say this era of where the music phase is at as far as rap and hip hop goes, right? Who are some of those youngins that you even pay attention to? Because I know you probably don't even pay half of them no mind. Your mind is further than that.
For like younger artists, I don't really listen to like any like newer or younger artists. It's more like older artists. Like the youngest is more like Davies or Don Q. But everybody else.
Hey, Boogie?
Nah.
No. You listen to Core? Have you ever heard of Core from Philly?
Mm-mm. I know who you're talking about, but I never listened to him.
Okay.
But I sort of keep it in a small set because there's certain things I like that they can give.
Okay.
But I listen to Dave East all the time. He's like
Kendrick?
Before I even listened to Dave East and all of them, I was always into Kendrick and J. Cole.
Okay, alright. So those are the two. Alright, that's what I was trying to get.
From the beginning, J. Cole, like, I always loved J. Cole.
Alright.
Kendrick was good, but J. Cole, like, I listened to his first album, not for that. Love Born Sinner and everything from there.
So you think J. Cole is better than Kendrick?
I wouldn't compare them two because I feel like they're two different types of rapping, or it's two different styles. Because Kendrick is different, so the flow is different, the vibe is different that he's trying to emulate. But then when you have J. Cole, it's just a whole different set of music, a different type of story.
Okay.
Even though the ultimate goal was to get big and blow up, etc., because they didn't really come from that much or the struggles that they had. But I feel like they're still two different artists.
They are. Absolutely. But the similarity I feel is most common is that they each always have a message.
Yeah, I think
for the most part
they're both creative.
Very, very. I think Kendrick is just on a. I think his as far as bars goes, he's on a different level than Jay. Like J. Cole is a beast. I respect the boy because he does that shit effortlessly.
And then you want to know so crazy?
I'm saying J. Cole is cool with it. Like,
you know
he's
how
so
he does
cool with it.
All the features and stuff now?
Yes.
Mind you, before he did any like the features with the newer people, it was straight music just from him. Like even though in albums when he did have features, he only had like two, three features at the most.
Yeah. How do you? Matter of fact, you bring up a good point that I was going to touch on. So we might as well get out the way now. How do you feel about artists doing features with other artists? And do you make that a point to be like, yo, let me get somebody like or a couple people on my album, or do you want to like mainly just focus on your music to the audience?
I think in the beginning you should just focus more on your music,
right?
Because if you're good, the talent is still gonna speak for itself.
Right.
So even if you use features, to like help promote and get your name out there, but if you're that good, then it wouldn't take you that long to reach that certain crowd or that certain people that's listening to your music.
Right.
So I think in the beginning, like when you first start off, I think you should just worry about just yourself, and then hop on the features.
I agree. Because I see features kind of like before you make it. I feel like features is for like the commercial artists. You know what I'm saying? When their videos are always being highlighted on MTV and BET, VH1 and stuff like that, right?
Essentially, it's the money maker. Right.
So that's where I feel like features, alright, cool. Like that's when it's cool. But like as far as when you're coming up, I don't really. I think it's more of a distraction because now they're paying attention to like, it's like now you're also promoting those people on your shit for free, right? And you putting people on too, so it's like I feel like it's more of a distraction. Like when you want to come up, you on the ground and you trying to get mainstream, I feel like I definitely agree with you. You should definitely focus on your music when you're trying to put it out there. But that's because you're a very talented artist, though. Like at this age too. But I feel like artists who do features when they're on the come up is because they know they're not that good, so they need the help of others that are already like buzzing.
It's like even when you make a song
to even give them some attention.
Yeah, in order for them to make the song, it's like you're missing that certain piece instead of being able to fill it with yourself. Because you see how I stopped dropping music for a second. I took a break because there's certain things that I wanted to fix. Because I couldn't be on a song with just by myself and it sound correct or everything's filled in. You can hear the spaces where I could probably use auto-tune or some more ad-libs and stuff like that. So then I paid more attention to that. And I listened like for ad-libs, like even just listening to PNB Rock. Cause I just recently got into him, so just listen to how he does his ad-libs and the way he does it, and just like certain effects that he gives, how he switches the flow up and the hooks.
That's I wouldn't even. He wasn't even popping in my head.
Bro,
but that's a good one though. I respect PNB Rock.
He's I wouldn't say for lyrics, but he knows how to create.
He makes a good song.
It's melodic.
Yeah.
He makes good songs.
He got a good melody.
Yeah, he makes good songs. I'll give him that. That was a good one though. So he definitely on that. Like he don't really come with too much. Like his verses is mad short. Like he don't really come with bars like that. But you know what I'm saying?
Make
like
you play the
he
song
make good
back
songs.
multiple times.
I agree. Damn, that's cool. All right, so J. Cole and Kendrick were your favorite artists of the younger generation. You know, because you don't really listen to.
When I first started listening to music, and I used to like Drake, but I heard he didn't write his own lyrics, so I stopped caring for it.
How you feel about people that don't write their own shit?
Do you? If that's what makes you money, then I don't see nothing wrong with it. But it's not really real rap.
Because it's not you.
It's not you.
But I don't respect it.
And some people may say, like, even somebody's writing for you, they may be telling stuff that's happening in your life that they're just telling it from their perspective of watching you, but it's not your bars, you know what I'm saying? It's not from you, so I don't feel like it's real music.
There you have it.
It's more for money.
I just can't respect it. Not until you, like I said again, mainstream. Like, even mainstream, like, cool. But some of the people that got to mainstream, I just don't believe they should be there.
They just know how to create good music.
And their network is, crazy.
They're not rappers, though. They're not rappers at that point.
They're entertainers. They're entertainers. Exactly. So, let's talk about something real quick, right? Now that we got a little bit of your own perspective on your music, right? Let's talk about certain things that are occurring right now in the industry. What is the biggest topic, subject, spotlighted subject that's been going on for the last year in the hip hop game, in the rap game?
For the longest.
No, what's the
like
for the
trending,
last year? Yep, that's been a constant topic, and there keeps being more and more information keeps coming out about it.
I say 6ix9ine.
All right, all right.
Yeah, like even just before the whole case, when he had his music, he was trending.
All right, now so that's like 2 years, right?
Yeah.
All right, so boom. Fam is out here testifying. Have you heard the audio?
Oh yeah, I read all the comments, everything. I'll follow academics on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. Yo, he's telling on everyone. My question to you is, do you think that he's a government plant? Have you heard that? Have you heard that? You know what I'm saying? Out there, people propagating that rumor and stuff like.
What do you mean?
Okay. The way that the man just. So now that we've heard his history, before he was this Tekashi 6ix9ine rapper, right? 9 Trey Blood, right? Fam's first job was like in a courthouse. You heard that? Okay, he was like 13 in his first job, 14. His first job was in a courthouse, like moving papers around and shit, like whatever he was doing, like clerical work. After that, he did regular shit. He was like a bus boy or some shit like that. And then he met some guy that said his image was like crazy. He should be a rapper. And then he was making like country, like rock, like maybe rock, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. And then he becomes a rapper and blows up. And he becomes a Blood. He's filming shootings. Like, going live with this stuff. Do you think he really just was able to get on, or do you think this was a plan from the government? Like, do you believe that he was planning?
I think he was just able to get on.
All right. Because there's rumors out here that he's a government plan, like, because the way that he's telling on everyone, like, he's telling on people that they don't even live in his state. He's from New York, Brooklyn, Flatbush. He's telling on people that live in the Midwest, down south.
Jersey.
Listen, it doesn't make sense why he's incorporating all these people. And
they're probably all connected.
It's ridiculous.
Probably, like, the thing with him, he's like the face of the company, but all of the people are they're the people who run it.
I'm saying, man, that's a lot. Like, he's telling all other Trippie Redd. Remember when he was beefing with him for a second?
Jim Jones.
He brought his name up. That fam don't even live in his state.
Yeah,
why was that a topic? What did he have to do with anything? They never even have any physical, like, altercation at all. What did he have to do with anything?
I don't know. I think
You know what I'm saying? So there's rumors out here that the government found, they worked their way into, that was their way to get into figuring out how the nitrate bloods were operating business in the music industry and how they were moving in the streets. Because remember when his first video came out? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if it was his first video, but the first video I seen how I got hip to this crazy rainbow haired kid was that it was on some block in Brooklyn. Mad bloods on the stairs. They got a cop car in the middle of the street. He got peas in his hand on the hood. Who ever had a cop car in their video that wasn't getting violated? He was just chilling on it.
I don't know.
And they let him do it with pounds of weed on it. Like, New York's not even one of those pro marijuana states. Let's say pro cannabis. Sorry, they're not even one of those states. How you doing this? You see any other videos that ever had cop cars in them? They was getting stomped on, burnt, rolled over, something like that. That's how you see it, right? Or getting stolen from them or something like that. Not in you just chill on. Word, it's my man. He let me chill on his cruiser. All these peas on here, all my blood friends. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to feel. I only listen to the audio just to really hear it for myself. Like, damn. Daniel Hernandez was out here writing a book. He's gonna write a book and get paid too. You think he gonna get out and still get money?
Yeah, he's gonna get money.
Music money?
No, because nobody's gonna work with him.
You think so?
Reputation.
I think some suckers are still gonna work with him, man.
He already messed up his reputation.
How y'all feel? What some of y'all feel about it? You think that is going he gonna come out and some people are still gonna work with him?
It's alright. It's alright.
T.I. said that there's snitches walking around and rats walking around all the time. As long as you ain't snitch on them, you'll somehow be okay if you bring something to the table. And I think it makes sense.
Oh no, it's not that. It makes sense. That makes sense.
There's rats walking around all the time. And because you didn't have no parts in their business, these niggas don't give a fuck.
As long as you don't tell on them.
Dogs. So
that's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit is it's not about it's about the person you are. And if you really about to let that allow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some people just allow that shit.
Mm-hmm. So with that said, right? So this dude Tekashi, the music mostly that he made was like mad aggressive, right?
Yeah.
He's always talking about guns and shooting and all this other rah stuff. So what would you say is the type of music that trends the most now? Like, as far as rap goes, like, is it the party music? Is it the get money music, for the hustler music? Is it the the violent music, you know what I'm saying, the aggressive violent music? Which one? How you think?
The turn up music or the party music?
Right.
Because that's why down south is so popular.
For how long now?
For a minute.
Because when I went to school in Tuskegee in 04, 05, that's when I realized that the wave was coming. Like, every time I came home, I started hearing more and more of my friends bumping T.I. and Young Jeezy, Wayne, some of the older cats I used to chill with.
Music though, I think it's more vibing. If you listen to down south music, it's more vibing. If you listen to East Coast music, it's up here, up north, it's more talent. You want to see talent.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see if the person can actually articulate certain things in so many different ways. Because when you rap, you talking about the same thing every time. Where you just find different ways to articulate. You find different ways to say the same exact thing. You find different ways on giving different metaphors and similes on saying the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
But with more down there, it's not even the skill. You don't have to have skill. As long as you got a good voice and you able to give a certain type of vibe, or I'm able to make somebody feel a certain type of way when they're listening to my music, and that's all that matters.
Cool. So, now you see how you said vibe music?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody I think that was also a trending topic who was later known for his vibe music, because back when he first came into the game, he was on some gangster shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then he hooked up with Pharrell, and from that point on, it was vibe music. Beautiful, I just want... Like, he was on that.
Well, I think he took a different chapter in his life.
So, now here's the thing. Now you see what this is where I'm going. That is another person that has been in the headlines for supposedly, allegedly, having paperwork on him and Daz Dillinger told on Death Row members. Do you believe that?
I wasn't there, so I really don't know.
So I was telling Death Row members, they ran down on Snoop back in the day after he left Death Row and signed with No Limit. And that's when he supposedly told whatever. But anyway, I just want to talk about the hottest topic in the game real quick and get your feel on this kid, because I know obviously you never listen to his music for real, but it's just, this shit is ridiculous that's going on, how he was really telling on everybody in the game pretty much that whether they was involved with shit he was doing or not. But anyway, to wrap it up, right? Where's the like? Where do you see the end game as far as your music career? Like, what's the end game? Your goal right now, obviously, is to get better at the craft that you chose, right? But and as you progress, what do you see the end game for you is?
More like when I see myself calming down, it's more like once I can rap for fun. I want to be like, you see how Jay-Z can rap and he'll drop an album and he'll get no streams, but he's still making money.
Yeah.
That's how I want to do it, because then it's not, you don't do it, it's not mandatory. You actually doing it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to drop an album and it's something, and it's a different type of style, but you ain't worried about streams, you ain't worried about...
That's crazy. He said Jay-Z gets no streams. Are you out of...
No, I'm not saying he don't get no streams. I'm
Come
just
on,
saying,
man. Don't disrespect Hov like that, man.
But he not... The baby probably gets more streams than him.
Maybe. People still physically buy Jigga albums. Like, they'll go buy those physical copies.
But even if he wasn't to get streams, he would still be making money. So he could just do it for fun now.
Yeah. Nah,
if he
I hear
wants
what
to
you're
experiment. See, Snoop making gospel music.
Yo, Snoop did cross so many. He tried doing reggae.
For real?
You remember you don't remember the Snoop Lion phase?
Nah.
That's when he first locked up. Yeah. That was Snoop Lion.
Yeah,
he
Snoop
tried to
Lion.
start making reggae music before the gospel Jones. Word. Snoop done tried it off, man. He went through different phases of life after he was old.
He had an old life
He
crisis,
turned to Snoop
nigga.
Lion at 40. 40 plus, like. You know what I mean? So, but, alright, so, I understand what you're saying, though. Like, you basically want to get to the point where rapping is basically still your hobby versus your occupation.
Yeah, because
Like,
now
you'll have other things going on, but now it's just like, word, yo, I just want to go in the booth real quick. And, you know.
Yeah, because now when you rapping, like, when you look at Young Thug and all of them, when they rap to pay bills. If they don't rap or they don't make hit records, you don't have the money to keep up the lifestyle that you created.
Right.
So then, let's say you make an album and you don't get that many sales or that many streams. You don't have no other income to keep up that lifestyle. See, Tyrese was broke when he was asking for money.
Yo, look at DMX.
Yeah, him, same thing too.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the worst cases you could think of, man.
I don't even think he can make a hit record no more.
I don't know, man. The X-Man, he still goes through so much shit that I believe he will still make fire music, bro.
He can make fire music, but to get sales, like, to at least do 60K.
Yeah, he's not gonna appeal to the younger generation. Like,
but his name is different.
Yeah, like
his name holds weight.
Is a legend, bro. He's a
it's the only reason why you're able to talk about it right now is because literally you know of DMX.
He's
you know,
still relevant. Like, to this day. And it's not even for his music. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he were to make music now, he would. I believe he would still
sell.
Make great. Like, his last album I remember was what, Grand Champ, right? And that shit was still fire to me. I'm just an X fan, so that was my 1998, bro. And then there was Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Oh my goodness,
that was before.
Oh my goodness,
yeah, that was amazing.
Oh my goodness,
Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood was amazing.
Okay.
If anybody else says like anything else, like nah, you're smoking crack, like you're smoking that shit. Cause
I shall fly.
Yeah,
Oh my nigga.
Yeah. Just
That nigga out with my
niggas.
All I wanna hear is right here.
Yo. Listen, y'all know music,
yo.
Yo,
I was in 7th grade. Listening to my friends listening to this shit, right? Because my mom was definitely not letting me listen to no DMX, none of that shit.
He just made Yellin' Cool. That's about it. That's all.
No. His music was heartfelt.
He made
you could feel him.
Bro, DMX almost made me cry when I became an adult. When I was young, I thought the shit was funny like he was spitting, right? And I'd be like, damn, he's hardcore rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the truth. Then when I got older, I was like, oh my goodness, this dude was making music for when I got older. Like, yo, I can't believe my man went through this. Like, my man he went through this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But I see what you're talking about. We're going to wrap it up, right? Mm-hmm. And I want you to give a shout out to anybody that you feel you want to shout out right now.
First off, biggest shout out. I'm not gonna say the biggest shout out, but I want to shout out Eddie Gray. He's the engineer.
Eddie Gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
My engineer. He's an artist too.
He has an Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout that out real quick.
True.
Yeah, definitely. Get that, and I actually want to play a little bit of your music before we log off, so you know the people can hear something.
And one thing, I got one question for you real quick because,
go ahead.
Like, we were talking about, trending artists and, what kind of vibe or what kind of music do you want people to get, and, what do you want people to see you as from your music? What type of music are you trying to...
Like, I would say it's more motivation. Because, like, right, I got a project dropping. I don't know when it's dropping yet. I don't have a release date. But it's coming out. It's called Soul Tropic. So the way I break it down, because I love palm trees.
All right.
but the palm trees, even when the song I dropped, palm trees is the city. My island is my city. Where I'm cool at is the city. If I go out of state, if I go to any other, even if I go to Dubai, some of the nicest places, I'm not gonna be comfortable.
Right.
You're still gonna be watching. When you in your city or you in your own element or where you come from, then you cool. That's your own island. That's where you comfortable at. That's where you chill at.
That's what you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your niche.
You know, if you could walk around the city with your eyes closed. You know where you at.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to shout out Eddie Gray.
You found his Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram, EPM Eddie. Shout out Alex the God. Who else? Cube Ref DNA. Cube got Smile You Could Trust, October 6th dropping. Who else?
That's a couple days.
Yeah. It's coming soon. It's pretty
That's a
I'm
couple
telling you,
days.
it's fire. He sent me some John from the project. It was fire. So I know he got something lyrically, and the vibe is different. It's different from what was before.
Shout out Cube Ref, man.
You know what thing? Shout out Reem. Me and Reem gonna have some music coming soon.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah, me.
Yes. All right. I'm tuned for that. Shout out Reem Scully, man. 18-7. Panway. Shout him out.
Eddie Gray's gonna be on the project. Reem's gonna be on the project. Sincerely Howard's gonna be on the project. Shout out to Sincerely Howard. He's nice too.
Okay. Well, I wanna let the people hear a little bit of what you got going on. Matter of fact, I want you choose which one.
Which one?
Which one you want them to hear?
I can't even let
Motivation, dramatic.
Matter of fact, play dramatic. Play dramatic.
All right.
And then these even drop yet.
We gonna give, we only gonna give them a quick line, you know.
It's cool.
Yeah. Should probably turn the beat down a little bit.
We gotta bring him to you real quick, man.
Yeah. Balloon stage, you mature, different seeing fiend veins. Catch me on the grizzle 24/7 to the point it's caught till my knee sprain. You may open doors till there's noise coming from your keychain, or the talent make them speak your name, and these other rappers giving cheap game. I move with the ignorant, shake hands with the killers I met on this journey and showing no mercy. Just wanted a villain, I came with the mule in the yard, the size of a miniature derby. Trying to get the crowd from ones who got it till they saying I'm worthy. I have that bitch line, take her titties out like she coming in nurse.
All right. No, this ain't even. This is exclusive. Listen, this is exclusive material. There's not many people that have heard this. Like,
yo, shout out Vision Loco too, yo. That's the dog right there, yo.
Yeah.
Mixing, mastering, fire, bro.
What's his name?
Vision Loco.
Vision Loco.
That's his name on IG.
Okay.
Yo, run him up. Yo, I'm telling you, one of my favorite engineers.
Oh yeah.
Of all time.
All right.
Yo, he even put ad-libs on your John. He's nice. Auto tune like he's crispy. Like he's nice.
Okay. Loco or loco?
Local.
LOCAL.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Vision. Shout out Vision Loco.
He's
Boom.
on the video. He's doing my video too next week.
He's on. So he's into the videography too.
Yo, he does everything. Photos. Music engineer, mixing, master, studio time. If you need to record, he does everything.
Well, okay. Shout that man out. Big ups. Well, listen, man. I don't want to take no more of your time today. You know, I appreciate you coming out.
That's
This is excellent right here. I can't wait for your project. So Tropic. Can we get the now real quick? One more thing. That is an acronym, right?
It is an acronym. Matter of fact, I got the acronym.
That is an acronym,
Yeah,
correct?
it
All right.
It tells you
Just one more thing I had to tell the people real quick.
Nah,
The Kid's
nah.
Brain is his album itself, So Tropic,
Tropic.
which you would think is just the words, is
Yeah.
actually an acronym. Right?
I, S, survival, O, obscene, T, trauma, R, relationship, O, optimistic, P, paranoia, I, immoral, and C, captivity.
Hear these different topics of
Yeah.
discussion.
Everything that's going to be in the project.
So Tropic.
Boy. Hey, listen, man. Episode 3, GST Podcast. Check the YouTube channel, GST, Genuine Scholar Talk. Check me out on IG, GST Podcast. Where else am I at? Just tune in, man. Just listen.
Follow
Go
the
check me out
podcast.
on you. Go to the YouTube channel. A couple episodes on there already. This, listen, man. Just you gotta mess with your boy. Rock out. All my scholars, stay safe, stay dangerous. Always on Amber Alert. This world is crazy. Shout out Dolo Rozi. Love you, Kate. Let's go.
Hey, yo.